One.
We're
We're recording, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, welcome to episode 16.
16 of the Cooptino podcast.
Bro, we're coming up on episode 20 pretty soon.
Yep.
And we got some stuff to talk about today.
Specifically, a specific movie that came out this month.
That we have been waiting a long time for.
Like maybe 3 years.
Has it been 3 years? I haven't been paying attention to it for 3 years. They just had delayed it like 5 times.
Apparently, the first teaser trailer came out of MORBIUS in 2019.
Dude, all right, I'm glad I wasn't there for that. I would have to wait for so many years. Bro, I got this brand new light up here.
Bro, that's cool. That's some good lighting right there.
I got so many cords in here. I gotta freaking work on this crap next time. My background doesn't look too good right now, but so main thing we want to talk about is Morbius. But first, I just want to tell you a little something funny that happened.
All right.
This isn't about me, but remember how last episode I was talking about how Ezra Miller keeps getting arrested?
Yeah.
He got arrested again?
No way.
I think so.
For what?
I don't know. Everybody's like, Ezra Miller got freaking arrested in Hawaii for some reason.
Oh my god.
Now everybody's like, if Ezra Miller's coming to your town, hide. He's gonna do something insane.
Oh my god. Dude, Ezra Miller's just getting the crimes up.
Dude, I saw him in the new Harry Potter movie, and he wasn't really that good, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, when did the new Harry Potter movie come out?
Like a week ago. Dude, I was so freaking confused when I saw that movie. I haven't seen any of the other Harry Potter movies, any of the other Fantastical Beasts movies, or read any of the books. I pretty much know as little about Harry Potter as possible. Do you know anything about Harry Potter?
I used to. I read all the books, bro.
Bro, crap,
Every
those things
single
are
one.
insane.
Huh?
Those things are really big.
Some of them were, some of them weren't.
I don't know if I could do
There
that.
was one that was like 1,000 pages.
Crap.
I read those in like the 4th and 5th grade, so it's been a while.
I'm reading The Hobbit right now, and I'm also really lost in that book. I'm just not good with fantasy things. Better with sci-fi stuff.
Buddy, freaking Batman is fantasy. Well,
By
it's more
fantasy,
sci-fi fantasy.
by fantasy, I mean like medieval magical stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bro, look. Hey, do you want to make an appearance in the podcast? Oh,
Isn't that her second appearance now?
I don't know. Did she make an appearance last episode?
I think she did.
Oh.
Second appearance on the podcast.
Yep, she's gonna be a regular guest.
Yep, just be a regular thing now.
She's been in my room freaking losing her crap all day.
Dude, I need to get Nelly to feature on the podcast.
Where are you right now? You're not in your
I'm at my aunt's new house.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. I'm in this empty room.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it.
Like it's literally empty with one desk
Don't have
in the whole room.
Yeah.
Like it's literally like there's a monitor right there, and then it's just an empty room.
At least you still got your podcast set up.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
So, you ready to get into the main event?
Yeah.
All right. So, what were your thoughts on the Morbius movie?
Way shorter than I suspected. First of all, whenever the movie ended, the first thing I said was, "That's the end." What? All right. Second of all, it was a villain movie, but he didn't even seem like a villain.
That's what they're doing lately. I mean, Morbius is a Spider-Man villain, but they turn him into a good guy. It's like what they do with Venom.
Not that big of a fan of that.
Yeah.
Third of all, the one thing that I really liked about the movie was the effects, like the little fog around him. Every time he used his powers, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. That was the one thing you liked about the movie?
That was one of the only things I liked about the movie.
I enjoyed the movie more than I think most people did. but I'm a fan of Jared Leto. I always have been. I usually like his movies, even though everybody else hates them. But I definitely think it was not the best Marvel movie ever.
It
There were
was
some problems.
it was very, very mid,
Yeah. Like,
very mid-level tier.
one of my main problems with this movie was the villain, the main villain. He wasn't scary at all. I just didn't really like him.
And the thing is, it wasn't dramatic. Like they have been friends since childhood, and then they turned on each other, and it wasn't even that dramatic at
Yeah,
all.
I, yeah,
Like Morbius just acted like he was just, oh my god,
regular old villain.
yeah, it's just a regular old villain, not his best friend.
Yeah,
And also, Milo was just a freaking normal British dude with vampire powers. It wasn't that much special. It wasn't
Milo
very
was
special.
not a scary villain. I feel like that's been one of the problems with movies lately, is the villain just haven't been scary.
No, not at all.
Like, another one of the problems I have with this movie was the way that they looked when they were vampires. Milo,
Yeah.
he was like a regular dude, but he had fangs. That was it. So he had some gray skin.
Yeah, and like, and his cheeks were like this.
Yeah, I just feel
And
like, I don't know. I mean, maybe that's how vampires usually are, but I feel like usually, I don't know, they grow bigger or something. They got some claws. I don't know.
it just didn't seem like it was that special. He was literally just a normal sized dude with fangs,
Yeah,
basically. It wasn't
yeah.
that. It wasn't that cool.
They probably could have gotten a better villain.
Yeah, and the villain was literally the exact same as Morbius. So it was basically just two Morbiuses fighting.
Yeah.
Usually, whenever the villain is fighting a hero, the hero was much different than the villain.
Yeah.
But in this case, it was literally just two of the same person just fighting.
Yeah. But I did like Jared Leto in this movie. I thought he did a good job.
Yeah, Jared Leto's also not. He's an awesome actor.
The concept
I
of
have
like
no
him
complaints about his acting.
inventing artificial blood and using that to sustain himself before he could like it before he had to drink regular blood. That was cool.
Hmm. I also liked how he looked whenever he was in pain because he wasn't having blood. He is such a good actor, dude.
Yeah.
Like the
I
one
like
time
Jared
we
Leto.
didn't act good was whenever freaking what's her name? What
His
was her name?
girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah, his girlfriend died. He was just like,
He just murdered her. I mean, he
yeah,
didn't murder her, but she was like, "Gotta drink my blood." Just fight him.
that's literally how it was. It was not
And
dramatic at
he
all.
wasn't even like, he was sort of hesitant, but he didn't even think much of it. I
Yeah.
don't know.
We didn't even review this movie yet. We haven't even went from the bottom to the top.
All right. I guess we can do that now. So, starts off, Jared Leto's in the jungle. He's helicoptering in the jungle, and he has got some blood disease that makes it so he can't really use his legs. And he gets these dudes to take him out of the jungle, and he's like, "We gotta find these bats in the cave." And you know what? I feel like this scene was kind of exactly like Batman. All
No,
the
like
bats
literally
flying at
exactly like
him.
Batman.
Like the bats.
There was a lot of references of different heroes.
What was it, a reference, or was it kind of just ripping it off?
Yeah. Dude, there was Batman references, there was Hulk references, there was Venom
Hulk references?
references. Dude, whenever he was like, I'm hungry and you don't like me when I'm hungry. Like, obviously, that's a freaking Hulk reference.
Yeah. All right.
Just ripping off other people. Anyway.
So he's got the bats, and he cuts his hand, and all the bats fly at him. And then it's a flashback to back when he was a child. He was in the orphanage.
Yep.
And
Actually, if it's an orphanage for people like him with the disease,
yeah, and he
and
meets his
that's
buddy.
where he meets his little Milo,
Yeah,
his best
his
friend.
name was actually like some weird thing I forgot, but he was like, "Nope, your name's Milo." Sorry.
Yeah, he went in there. He was like, "My name's Mercutio," or something like that. And then he just gave him the name of Milo because he named all the other people before him Milo as well.
Yeah.
But
So
anyway, eventually, Milo about dies because the machine breaks, and he fixes it with a spring of a pen, which makes no sense to me.
all right, this scene was sort of dumb. He just he did it. He would just happen to be a genius that knew how to fix that machine. Never seen it before, or maybe he has because he had been living there. I don't know. Just the fact that he just happened to know how to fix that machine is sort of weird.
Yeah, it didn't really make any sense to me.
That was kind of a weird scene, but I guess
A lot of things don't make any sense.
I
In
guess
this
you could
movie.
say he's been living there for a while. Maybe he's had to do that before, but then if he had known how to do that before, they would have taken him to that special school the
Yeah,
first time he'd done it. So I don't know.
dude, and man, that made no sense. A lot of things didn't make sense in this movie, but we'll get to that. So Milo about dies, and from the machine, and the machine's fixed with a freaking spring of a pen somehow. And then who's the other dude? The dude that
The
he's
guy
like
that
the
owns the
father of
place.
Milo. What?
Yeah, I don't remember his freaking name, but he like owns the school or something, and then he takes Jared Leto aside and he's like, "You got a gift. We got to send you to this special school in New York."
Yep.
And then he's like, "Don't worry, Milo. I'll come back for you once I've never got a cure for a disease, and I'll be back for you."
Yep.
And then
Eh,
he's gone, and he wrote all that stuff down in a letter, and Milo's reading the letter, and then it flies out the window, and he goes to get it, and then these kids just start beating the crap out of him for no reason.
Yeah, just bullying him.
Yeah, and then the dude that owns the school, he's like, "I'm gonna devote my whole life to you." No, that's all
Yeah.
that.
He's like, I'm gonna be with you my entire life now because I just saw that.
Yep.
But anyway, after that, fast forwards back to when he is a like global phenomenon because he figured out about the cure for this disease
Or
or
not
whatever,
yet.
right?
He figured out how to make artificial blood.
Yeah, he's like a global phenomenon because he figured out about artificial blood.
And he
And
won a Nobel Peace Prize, and then he just left and didn't take it. And
yeah.
everyone's freaking out about that.
Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh, if you would have taken it, it would have given us more financial growth or something like that.
Yeah, and then his girlfriend uh comes and figures out that he secretly has a tank full of bats from the
Yeah.
jungle.
Yeah. Apparently he stole a bunch of bats from the jungle.
Yeah, and those bats drink people's blood. And he's like, if I can figure out how to harness their blood drinking energy to I can cure the disease.
Yep. It's pretty cool actually.
Yeah, and he keeps testing on rats, and I liked the scene where he goes to help out that girl. Like the experiment fails, and they're like, all right, it's a failure. And then he goes to help out that girl, and he looks back, and he's like, the rat's alive, buddy. Holy crap.
Yeah, he gives the freaking thing to the rat, and then the rat dies for like a while. And then the rat just comes back alive.
And they're like, oh my god.
Holy crap.
Worked. And then he goes to tell Milo because they've stayed in touch, and he's like, Milo, I got the cure. The only problem is it's super experimental, and we're gonna have to do it in between international waters or something where they can't arrest us. And there's a 99% chance they're gonna die. But Milo's like, "Oh yeah, buddy, let's do this."
Yeah, mine was like, that's good enough.
And I get where Milo's coming from. I think he was gonna die in like a month anyway if he didn't do it.
Yeah. I think
So
that's why he became what he became, but we'll get there.
yeah, so then Jared Leto goes out into the waters to test out the cure for the disease. And
Yep. And he goes to human trials, right?
yeah, he's like yeah, after experimenting on one rat, he immediately goes to human trials on himself.
Yeah. Which made no sense. He was like, oh my God, I worked on a rat. Okay, now we gotta do human trials.
Yeah, so
He
then
immediately tests it on himself, and he's strapped. He's strapped in a confined room with glass all around it.
in like a freaking cargo ship in the middle of the ocean.
Yep. So basically, he injects himself with it. He's strapped to the room. He's strapped to a chair in the room, and her girlfriend just lets him chill out there, just having a seizure in the freaking chair.
Well, they saw that the rat died first and then came back to life, so I guess he's gotta let him die first and then come back to life.
Yeah, but then the people, doesn't someone come in there?
Yeah, and she's like, "Get out of here! You're not allowed in here." And he's like, "Freaking frick you!"
He's like, freaking, I'm coming in here, buddy.
Yeah, I'm the security. I don't care. And
Yeah,
then
and then
surprise,
she's like, oh my God, we're doing an experiment on Michael. Look at him. And then freaking Michael's gone. He's out of the chair.
and then they walk into the room.
They walk into the room where Michael isn't there. Somehow he's not there. And they're like, oh my God, we got to walk in now.
And then it turns out he's on the ceiling
He's on the ceiling crawling around like a dang vampire. And they're like,
because
oh
he is
my
a
God.
dang
And then that
vampire.
dude immediately pulls out his dang gun, starts shooting at him.
I mean,
Which
dude,
is
I
stupid.
freaking would if there was a dude crawling on the ceiling. What would you do?
I would have ran and closed the door.
I mean, I guess maybe that's what she
You're
does.
like, you'd be that person.
That's
You'd be
what she
like,
does. She just runs.
"Argh!"
She lets him attack. She lets Jared Leto attack him. And surprise, he turned into a vampire after using blood of blood-sucking bats.
Yeah.
He injected
Surprise,
himself with
surprise.
that crap. Yeah. And then he freaking airmails himself into the glass wall and busts out of there and murders like freaking 10 people.
But for a reason. It's because then those people knocked over his girlfriend and she went unconscious and he was like, "Rah," and he freaking freaked out and he
Yeah.
went through the window, killed literally everybody, drained all of them of their blood, and left. But grabbed a few more serums on the way.
I think he like grabs the ones that are left and he grabs some artificial blood or something.
Yeah.
And then he heads back to his house and Milo's watching the TV. He's like, holy crap. The boat where my boy was on, everybody died. And then okay, so then we get the scene where Jared Leto gets back to his lab and he's like, oh crap, I gotta drink blood. And he's like, he's doing all the freaking mathematicals about how often he has to drink blood and what'll happen if he doesn't. And he figures out that pretty soon he can't keep drinking this artificial blood and he's gonna have to drink human blood if he wants to survive.
Yep.
And then
He figures out that after a period of time, he starts becoming a freaking vampire full time, and he
full-blown
just has
vampire.
and he just has the urge to freaking eat people.
Yeah. And then he can you hear that leaf blower right now?
No.
Okay, my dad's leaf blowing. But anyway, he decides he's gonna lock himself in a room to see how long he can go without blood. And then while he's in there freaking out, Milo walks in. He's like, holy crap, what are you doing? And he grabs him the artificial blood and he chugs that crap. and tells Milo about what's going on with him.
Oh yeah.
But
In that scene, I literally thought that freaking Morbius was just gonna go ahead and eat Milo because
I kind of did too.
yeah, like he was like on the verge of eating Milo. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But
That's what I thought
luckily,
was gonna happen. I thought he was gonna have to eat his best friend, and that's what was gonna turn him into a villain. But
that would have been cool.
yeah,
I kind of wish that this movie was more of a horror movie, and like he was murdering people and crap, and it was scary.
yeah. But then I don't know how he would have, been stopped.
I mean, Spider-Man.
Yeah, but we need to get to that later.
All right. So, turns out, well, maybe I'll talk about this later, but actually, I'll just say it. Turns out Milo was a freaking poop and scrapper and took the serum out of his lab.
Yep. And he takes it. He kills a nurse.
Wait a minute.
And
hold on. I want to talk about that nurse scene. I thought it was cool. That was like the scariest scene of the whole movie.
Yeah, that was cool.
She's like walking down the hallway where only the lights turn on where she's walking, and she like sees the lights turn on behind her, and there's nobody there. That was kind of a horror movie scene. I liked it.
Yeah. So the hallway works where wherever you are, the lights turn on, but the lights turn on behind her, but there's nobody there.
And they're slowly like turning on faster and faster.
Yep.
Well done scene. I liked it.
Yep. And then she ends up, dying.
Yeah. But it turns out everybody, or at least Jared Leto, thinks it might have been him or something. And everybody thinks it was him. But it turns out it's freaking Milo. But they don't know that yet.
Yep. And he's blamed for it, and he's taken to prison. And he gets a talk from Milo. Milo walks in there with a crutch. He walks in with the crutch because everybody else thinks that he's not cured yet. So he walks into the prison, talks to him. He's like, "You got to get out of here. You don't deserve to be in here." And then Jared Leto's like, "Oh, I did it. I may have blacked out or something. I think that I deserve to be in here. Maybe this is my place." And then he's like, "I don't know, dude." And then the guards are like, "Well, time's up." And then he's like, "Oh, all right, here's something for the road." He throws a little bag of blood in there. And then this is where it gets really trippy. He leaves the crutch in the cell.
Yeah, and nobody knows that Milo did the thing.
Yep, nobody knows. And then it turns out Milo left the crutch in there. So he just walked out of there without his crutch.
Yeah.
And he needs the crutch to walk. So what's the only way he could be walking right now?
And dude,
He took the serum.
Milo's walking around like,
yeah, he's walking around. He's like, "Oh, I'm a new person."
You know what Milo reminds me of? He reminds me of that scene in Spider-Man where he had the venom inside of him and he was walking around town in his black suit like,
yeah.
hey.
Yeah, that Bully Maguire scene. That was like
that's totally what Milo reminds me of.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So,
but he was walking around. He was walking around the freaking prison, like you could see that he was a vampire. Like you could kind of see like his cheeks were filled in.
Yeah.
Like you could tell, and then his face changed again. You were like, "Holy crap! He took the serum." Oh my god!
OMG! Didn't see that one coming, bro.
Yeah,
my dad called that when we were in the theater. He was like, "I bet Milo took the serum." And
yeah,
that's right. My dad's pretty good at predicting movies.
Yeah. What happens after that?
So
he's like,
"Well,
what up?" Jared Leto's like, "Bro, what the frick? I'm actually really mad at Milo for lying to me." So he turns into freaking Morbius, and he goes through the freaking window that's in the prison cell for some reason.
No, he ammos himself through the freaking brick wall.
He does?
Yes.
Oh.
He just breaks down the freaking wall.
Yep.
And he's like using his freaking spider sense, his Morbius sense, to find Milo or something.
He's using his echolocation.
Yeah, and then he sees him on the ground, and Milo's walking around like, here you go. He's like eating freaking hot dog. Guys, eating hot dog salesman.
he's eating hot dog salesman. He's like, don't judge a book by its cover because we're small, but we're feisty. And he's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, can I show you? And he turned into the vampire and he freaking kills the hot dog dude for no reason. he just goes up to the hot dog dude and he's like,
that was messed up, Milo.
Small people are a little feisty.
I don't think that's what it was like. I think it was a freaking newspaper salesman, and they were talking about Jared Leto, and then Milo was like, "Don't judge a book by its cover," and then he ate him.
He taught him a little life lesson, and then he killed him.
Yep.
He was like, "You want me to show you the book on its cover?" And
then
killed him.
Yeah, and then Morbius senses that crap and finds Milo, and he's like, "Milo, you don't want this curse." But Milo's like, "I love killing people, buddy. This dream come true for me." And he's super happy.
Milo's like, oh my God, this is the best day of my life. I can walk, I can kill people, life's good.
Yeah, I guess Milo is secretly crazy.
Yeah, because he had been bullied like his whole life, so I'm pretty sure he had a need to.
He just hadn't murdered anybody yet because he couldn't walk.
Yeah.
So I guess back.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, so then they start freaking attacking each other, and it's a cool scene, kind of. I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, the special effects in this movie were kind of not on par with Marvel's usual special effects. I don't know if that was just me.
It was just because of the freaking fog, the weird fog.
My dad thought they were good, but I don't know. I thought they
were good, to be honest.
But I don't know. Some like when they were flying through the subway tag, I feel like that was a little weird. I don't know. But
similar to. It was similar to the Matrix.
It kind of was
to the Matrix.
Yeah, they were like, I liked the scene where the cops were coming after Milo, but he just freaking grabbed a glass shard and threw it into his face. This movie was slightly brutal. It was kind of brutal.
Yeah, so he was just, they walked into the subway. They were just talking after they just fought. They were just talking like normal people. And then he's like, they just get, stopped by the cops. And then he's like, oh, you can take me. Yeah, and Jared Leto's like, oh, you can take me too.
But then Milo's like, don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, he's like, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. And then he's
that's what he should have said.
He gets a shard of wall and he throws it into someone's eye.
I think he bashes a dude against the wall and then grabs the shard of wall and friggin' throws it at him.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up.
I think Milo should just he needs to keep saying, I wish he had, his catchphrase would have been, don't judge a book by its cover.
That would have been funny.
It's like, that new trainer, everybody's like, never let them know your next move.
Yeah.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Don't judge a book by its cover. And then he kills
him. And then the music plays where he's like, what am about like a thug. Got a new whip. Or something.
Got a new whip, dub.
Dude, that song is the dumbest song I've ever heard in my life.
He's like, all right, dude. Why am I like I do? It
should have been the soundtrack to this movie.
Yeah. Like whenever he was walking around killing the hot dog dudes, he should have been like,
new AP.
New AP.
What am about like a thug?
I got a new girl in the club. Don't worry about me. I'm a thug.
Yeah. Yeah. So then Milo escapes and goes back to his house. And then we see one of the cringiest scenes ever. Freaking
so cringy.
He's dancing around with no shirt on because he's ripped now. He's looks in the mirror. He's like, he's like,
It's
showing his face.
I hated that scene so much.
I saw that and I was like, this must be how people hate this movie.
He was looking at himself and he was like,
He was like hissing at him.
"Ah!"
Dude.
He was
Oh
like
my
screaming
God.
at himself in the mirror, dude.
It's like they freaking took that one scene from Tobey Maguire and just made that into a whole character.
Yeah. But like he was a vampire.
Like after seeing that, I was like, I'm just couldn't be less intimidated by Milo. After that, he's the least
Yeah.
scary person in this whole movie.
Yeah, it was really bad.
So then he like freaking he's like hiding out in his lab with his girlfriend and crap, and they're like kissing on top of a roof, and then turns out Milo's like watching them
Spying on
from
them
far
kissing.
away.
Milo's just
Milo is he's so weird.
he's just a perverted vampire killer that
Why didn't he
loves
just
himself.
attack them right then?
Yeah, that was just weird.
Like he waited a couple days or something.
Yeah, he waited a few days to kill like or to confront Jared Leto again.
Yeah, and another one of the scenes I liked is after this when it's just Jared Leto's girlfriend in there. Then Milo walks in, like without his cane, and she doesn't even know that he's a vampire yet. And he's like, "Hey, you seen Jared Leto around here?" And she's like, "No," and he's like, "Are you sure, buddy?"
He's like, he has a little toothpick. He's like, yeah.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to and then he turns into freaking Jared Leto. I'm joking.
Pretty much.
Okay, but anyway, literally that was like such an intense scene, and then he never turned into a vampire, and he just left.
He walked out.
He just walked out. He was like, "Oh, you don't know where he is? Okay, that's fine."
Yeah,
He left.
but then I guess he comes back later and kidnaps her or something. Because eventually she gets kidnapped
And
like freaking they're on a rooftop or something, and Jared Leto's using his spider sense to come at him. He's like, "No, don't do it."
he's like, "No, that was the Batman reference. He was sitting there on the corner of a building, like
Was
Batman.
he on a gargoyle?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yes.
he was like,
Dude, I don't remember. I don't remember these scenes. It's been like a week since I saw this movie.
oh my god, he's literally on a gargoyle. And he was just like, "Ah!"
And so Milo and that lady are on the rooftop, and he freaking like stabs her or something.
he like,
And
he,
Jared
like
Leto,
sticks his finger in her like chin or something.
and
kill her.
then she's like, "You only got one option. You gotta drink my blood."
He's like, drink my blood, fight him.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't care.
Yeah, just drink my blood.
This is another one of the dumb scenes from this movie. We already talked about this, but he just drinks her blood like it's no big deal.
Yep, he's just like, oh, no, I just drank my girlfriend's blood. I don't really care.
Yep.
But then he gets extremely angry.
He gets
at
powered up
Milo.
by that.
He gets powered up by that blood, and Milo's sitting there like,
Go, but this is another one of the cringy scenes from this movie. Like Milo, he's just there talking his British accent in his suit with vampire fangs.
yeah, he's
That's,
like,
that's the only thing to make him scary.
oh, good job.
Hey, well
Killed your
done.
girlfriend."
Well done, my boy.
No, he's like, well done, my boy.
Dude, I kind of wish
Well
this,
done.
I wish this was a Star Wars reference. He was like in a cloak and he was like, good.
Yeah, exactly.
That would have made that scene better.
but it didn't.
Nope.
It was just cringy.
Yeah.
He was just like, well done, my boy. Well done. You have done it. You have killed your girlfriend.
Yeah, and then Morbius is like, maybe become a girlfriend, and tackles him off a building.
Yeah, and they fight for a very long time. Morbius is getting his freaking crap rocked. Like,
Yeah,
he's literally getting destroyed. They eventually go into a gigantic sewer under the ground. And then all of a sudden he gets his power and he's like, and then nothing's happening. But then all of a sudden, freaking thousands and thousands of bats are coming through all the through all the tunnels.
You know what? They kind of went into this cave like they were just running along, and then oh no, they fell into the cave, sort of like Batman, and they fall down there and they're fighting, and then Batman looks up, or Morbius looks up, and he's like, all the bats are coming at him. It's pretty much just like Batman.
It was
Might as well
really,
just go
really
watch
Batman-y.
Batman. Yeah,
really,
so
really Batman-y.
the frickin' bats are tearing Milo apart, and we forgot to mention that Jared Leto made some vampire poison before they fought.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
frickin'
he made a vampire poison that was similar to like his theory that a stick, like a holy stick, would be the only thing that could kill vampires.
they didn't even try using any of the classic tactics.
No, they didn't.
I would be frickin'
You know, it would have been good if he
getting
tried
the
the
sticks.
stick and it didn't work, and then he
Yeah.
tried the poison. They would have made the movie like 20 minutes longer.
They're like artificial vampires though. They're
Yeah,
not
you're
they're
right.
not like actual vampires.
But still, they could have done
Dude,
something to make this.
There was
movie.
you remember the scene where they were interrogating Jared Leto in the frickin' police department, and the one dude, he's got holy water with him. He's like,
yeah,
not taking any chances, bro. That guy was smart.
that guy was smart.
Man, if I was interrogating a dude that freaking drank people's blood, I'd have a garlic necklace with a freaking steak and holy water ready to go.
Yeah,
Like I would not be taking any chances.
yeah, that dude is very smart.
Yeah,
That dude didn't end up dying, did he? He didn't end up dying, did he?
I don't think so. He was just like the comic relief.
Yeah.
But
Oh
there, so he like kills Milo, and then jumps out of the sewer and flies away. And then that's it.
No, it was literally like that. He killed Milo. He didn't even care.
No big
he
deal.
care.
For
He
a
killed
second,
Milo, and it was not dramatic at all. And
I mean, Milo was kind of like, remember back in the day when we were buddies, but Jared Leto was
No,
like, I don't
yeah.
care, buddy, get out of the game.
He's like, "You're trash."
You're trash, kid.
They were like 1v1 him for so long, and then he finally killed him. And he was like, "You're literally dog water."
You're garbage, buddy.
Yeah. All right. Anyway,
Dude, it would have been really funny if you had teabagged on him.
he'd been. I'm surprised that he didn't say, "Never judge a book by its cover."
That, yes.
But instead, Jared Leto said it.
Yeah, so he flies off into the sunset, and that's it, except for the post-credit scene. And wasn't really that impressed by the post-credit scene.
What? No, wait. Okay. First of all, we gotta do the ending too. He kills Milo, not very dramatically. He flies out with all the bats, and while he's flying in the air with all the bats, the girlfriend that he killed comes back to life as a vampire. And then the video.
Really?
And then the ending
I don't remember that
You
part.
see that?
Not really, I don't know.
Yeah, the girlfriend's eyes open and they're red.
Okay.
So yeah.
So,
it wasn't
With
very
the end
real.
credit scene, was it Lahawk, what's that guy? What's that villain's name?
Vulture.
Was it Vulture coming to the Morbius universe, or Morbius coming to the Spider-Man universe?
Vulture coming to the Morbius universe.
What's the freaking point of that?
I don't know. Just add a random villain to the freaking
Yeah.
Sony.
Like, what's the point of putting the Vulture in Morbius verse? Are you sure it was that? I feel like would have made a lot more sense to put Morbius in the Spider-Man universe.
Yeah.
I think that's
But
what
the
they did.
thing is,
That
Morbius came out after all that crap happened.
they could totally say like it happened before. It was a different universe.
Okay, this is what I think. This is actually a really cool concept, and here's why. You know the Sinister Six?
Yeah. Wait a minute. I remember they were talking about the Sinister Six at the end.
Yeah.
He was like, "We're putting together a team."
Here's what didn't make sense whatsoever. You know how freaking Morbius was trying to control himself and isolate himself from everybody because he
Yeah.
didn't have anybody to be with.
Drink their blood from.
No, how he didn't have his girlfriend, he didn't have his friend. That was he didn't have that other dude.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
He didn't have anybody. He just wanted to be with himself. All of a sudden, when this random bird dude comes up to him and he's like, "Hey, you wanna kill Spider-Man?" He's just like, "Oh, yeah, sure." It just makes no sense to me.
I mean,
how come he has a freaking hatred for Spider-Man, who he hasn't even met yet?
If they make Morbius into a villain, then I'm gonna be mad about that crap. Why'd you make him into a freaking hero in the solo movie about him? You're just gonna turn him into a villain.
Exactly.
Like Morbius, I'm ready for them to make a movie about a villain where they're actually a villain.
Yeah.
Maybe there could, I don't know, some hero, but
like the Joker movie, Chef's Kiss.
Yeah, that was an awesome movie, and freaking the Joker was a horrible person that murdered everybody, but it was still awesome.
Yeah.
But that totally could have been because of Joaquin Phoenix. He had like one of the greatest performances of his life in that movie.
Yeah. And he was dancing and it wasn't cringy.
Yeah, that like dancing was actually creepy in that movie. The dancing in this movie,
a bunch of people, and he's like,
there's like they couldn't have made a movie like that about Morbius. Marvel doesn't do that kind of stuff.
No.
They don't have a character as creepy as the Joker to do it. They got nobody like that.
They have literally nobody. That's creepy.
Yeah.
Like even the Green Goblin isn't creepy at all.
Not really. Like the Joker, he's legitimately crazy.
He doesn't have any powers. He's literally just a psychopath. That's what's creepy.
I was listening to this podcast the other day where these guys were listing their favorite Joker movies, and they were talking about how Jared Leto or Joaquin did such a good job. And
yeah, Joaquin did very good.
Yeah, loved Joaquin.
I'm sad.
Did we ever make an episode about that movie?
No, because it came out actually we did.
Dude, I couldn't.
No, we didn't because you weren't allowed to watch it.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah.
Apparently, for some reason, I don't know why.
I mean, it was pretty messed up.
It was pretty messed up.
It was a pretty dark movie.
But what were we talking about? The post-credit scene. So here's what happens. The Vulture who died in Homecoming. He died in Homecoming. He's teleported.
So I guess he did get sent to Morbius universe if he died.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. It's just it's just like okay, I'm dumb. I'm really slow.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble keeping up.
So in Homecoming, Vulture ends up dying. And then he's teleported to the dang Morbius universe in a cell. He's taken, and nobody knows who he is. Nobody knows what his name is, or they know who his name is, but they don't know. Nobody knows who he is, and they take him out of prison because he had no reason to be in there.
Just let him go.
Yeah, but anyway, somehow, some way, he gets a dang bird suit out of nowhere. Somehow, some way, he just gets a gigantic bird suit. That's exactly like his suit in the freaking Homecoming movie. Yeah. Don't know how that happened. He just grabs a bird suit.
I guess they went to the bird suit store, bought a new bird suit.
Yep. He pulls up to Morbius and then he's like, so I hate Spider-Man. Do you know who that is? No. Well, do you want to kill him? Yes.
He was like, I'm forming a team. You want to
Yeah,
join?
he's like, I'm forming a team of people like us, and I'm trying to kill Spider-Man. Do you want to join? He's like, yep, sure.
Dude, they better be
good to
doing a
me.
freaking Sinister Six solo movie.
No, that's what they're planning on doing. Who
Dude,
should we got? We got the Vulture, we got Morbius, and we got Venom in that universe now.
but are they doing Venom, dude? I don't even know anymore. After No Way Home, I totally thought there was gonna be a Venom appearance.
Yeah, well, there's gonna be 2 Venoms and 2 Spider-Man. So this is what I'm thinking.
What?
How you know how Tom Holland's Spider-Man isn't based in New York?
Isn't it?
No, it's not based in New York. It's based in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn's in freaking New York.
No, it's not.
Isn't isn't just part of New York?
Wait, let me get
Brooklyn's
this.
just part of New York, buddy.
No, but Brooklyn's a different city. New York City is where Morbius is. Brooklyn, New York is where
I'm so confused
Tom
right
Holland.
now. Maybe I'm just dumb. I mean, I don't know about New York.
where's
I'm pretty
Brooklyn
sure
is.
that Brooklyn's just part of New York.
Brooklyn is a part of New York,
Yeah.
but New York City is a different place. And that's where Morbius is.
Buddy.
So basically, Tom Holland Spider-Man is in Brooklyn, New York, in a different universe, and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man is in New York City, New York.
New York City, New York is just the entire city, and Brooklyn just part of the city.
Buddy, New York City is a whole different dang place.
Buddy, I don't think so.
New York.
Like you got Brooklyn, you got Queens, you got Harlem. I'm pretty sure it's just part of New York. But yeah, I don't know. You'd think so.
Yeah, New York City is in the northeastern part of New York.
Okay, buddy. So what are you trying to say here?
I'm trying to say that Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man is based in New York City, New York City.
Doesn't Spider-Man just patrol all of New York?
No.
So if freaking Rhino was beating up crap in another part of New York, he would.
Yeah, well, the thing is, that's not how Spider-Man works. For some reason, all the villains just are in a general area in New York City.
Okay.
At all times for no reason.
I thought that Spider-Man was in Queens.
Yeah, Queens. Queens is in Brooklyn.
Okay. I don't know, dude. Okay. I'm confused.
Queens is a freaking school, buddy.
Queens is in a freaking school. What?
Queens University?
Queens part of the city. Buddy.
Buddy. Okay, anyway, this is my point.
Buddy.
Andrew Garfield is going to be the Spider-Man in that universe, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
And Tom Holland is going to have a whole dang other universe for some reason. So they're going to have... And Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man was created by Sony. And it turns out that Morbius and Venom are created also by Sony. So I think they're going to have a Marvel-verse and a Sony-verse. That's my theory.
I think that is already a theory that many people come up with.
All right, buddy. But it's true. It's very true.
I think everybody knows that.
But the thing is, I think that, well, since it's based in New York City and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man is also in New York City, the Sinister Six are going to fight Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man and not Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Does that make any sense to you?
Dude, this theory literally doesn't make any sense at all.
How?
So if the freaking Sinister Six was in one part of New York and Tom Holland's Spider-Man was in another, he just wouldn't care.
Tom Holland's it's a whole different universe. Tom Holland doesn't exist in that universe.
I'm confused. I'm so confused. This is a
No,
you're,
dude, there's
just-
not two Spider-Man. There's only one Spider-Man in one universe. You know how it's universes? Like obviously in
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield's universe, there's still a Brooklyn, New York, and a Queens, New York. There's just no Spider-Man because Tom Holland is in a whole different universe than him. And that's why they're taken back to their own universe. They're not just taken back to New York City.
Okay. All right, buddy.
Brody,
Don't-
does this still not make any sense to
I'm having
you?
trouble. No, I understand it.
No, shut up. Do you understand it?
No,
How?
buddy, you don't need to explain it again. You've already. Maybe the people listening understand that. I don't freaking know.
Okay. Well, that's it.
All right.
That's all I have to say about the end credit scene.
Okay. Was there like an end credit scene? Did I miss anything?
No, there was two end credit scenes. Did you notice that?
What was the end credit scene?
There was the part when it showed Vulture getting out of the prison, and then there was the other part where he pulls up in the Vulture costume with
Okay, well, I saw both of those.
okay.
All right, well, I don't think I have anything else to add about the Morbius
All right.
movie. What day is it?
It's
It is the
21st.
21st, buddy. Do we have any Multiverse of Madness theories?
Buddy, I'm excited.
I'm
Because you know what I
excited.
saw? You know what I saw?
What?
I saw this thing on TikTok where while Doctor Strange is flying, you can see a New York pizza place sign, and it's the same New York pizza place sign as it was in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man movie.
Dude, they're just putting everything together. Like they're adding everything in this movie.
Yeah, dude.
I'm ready for them to bring in some villains that have never been in the movies.
Dude, I know.
Like there's a crap ton that they probably use.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Except I don't know who's gonna be part of the Sinister Six, dude.
Who's usually part of it?
It's usually Dr. Octopus, Green Goblin,
Why can't they use Dr. Octopus?
because Dr. Octopus has already like been sent to his own universe. From No Way Home.
What if?
remember?
Yeah, but what if the
They're just gonna
freaking
create a whole
what if the
new
freaking
actor?
crack in time send them back?
Well, then because they're cured. Dr.
Dude, they
Octopus is
freaking-
cured.
They tore the fabric of space time open. Everything. I feel like just it's fair game for anything.
Oh, they're gonna have Craven. I know they're gonna have Craven.
Craven would be sick.
No, they're making a Craven right now.
Really?
You know, yeah, bro. They're making a Craven right now.
Is it a solo Craven movie?
It's a solo Craven movie.
Dude, they better not turn Craven into a freaking superhero.
Yeah, I think they created a trailer already.
Oh, really? I've never seen
Yeah,
it. Okay, is
I
it like a
think-
teaser trailer?
Yeah, it's a teaser trailer.
All right, cool.
Oh, we can also talk about another thing. Thor: Love and Thunder.
Dude, I haven't even seen that trailer yet.
Oh my God, you're garbage.
I don't know. I just haven't gotten around to it. What happened in it now?
Yeah, they made a teaser trailer.
Was there anything insane? I heard that it wasn't the most insane trailer ever.
Nah, but like, still, it's Craven.
I mean for the Thor movie.
Oh, Thor. Yes. There was a lot of cool things that happened in that freaking trailer.
I'm gonna have to watch it after this.
All right. What do we have anything else to talk
I
about?
hope that there's some more Thor playing Fortnite moments.
Bro, Thor was getting jacked in there. I'm gonna lie.
Isn't he
He
still
was-
fat Thor?
Yeah, he's still fat Thor, but he was training to not be fat Thor.
Dude, you know what I think they might use? There's this one comic series it was Thor written by Donny Cates. I haven't read it, but everybody when it was coming out, people were losing their crap about it. And I feel like they totally could have pulled some like stories from that comic book and put them into this movie.
Yeah. There was a lot of scenes where it was exactly from the comics.
Well, that's where they're getting all these stories from.
Yep. So this is gonna be a good movie.
Yeah, I'm psyched. Dude, this year is gonna be so good for movies.
Dude, and we got Stranger Things 4, we got Thor Love and Thunder, we got Craven, we got freaking
Dude, I've been watching Moon Knight. Show's good. Sorry that you can't watch it, but
if I get Disney Plus, I'll have months and months and months of entertainment.
Dude, seriously, you're gonna have a freaking WandaVision, Book of Boba Fett. Dude, the poop and scrap and Obi-Wan Obi-Wan show is coming out in a few months.
Really?
In like 2 months, I think.
Really?
Dude, the Obi-Wan show is gonna be sick.
Yeah, I only have like a month of school left.
Dude, if they mess up the Obi-Wan show, people are gonna lose their crap.
Yeah.
You can't. Obi-Wan is like a sacred character.
Yeah,
Don't
he
wanna
is
mess him
actually
up.
one of my favorite Jedi
Yeah,
in the whole freaking franchise.
dude, I've been rewatching some of the old Star Wars movies, and I like Obi-Wan. He's awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I want?
What?
More freaking Darth Maul.
Dude, they just killed him off.
I know. They gotta bring him back in the series. Like that was such a cool character.
Yeah, he is a cool character.
I think they brought him back in the comics, so he had like freaking robot legs or something.
Yeah. No, they brought him back in a show.
They did?
Yeah, they brought him back in that animated show. Forgot what it was called though.
Was it the Clone Wars?
Yeah, Star Wars Clone Wars.
Dude, that show was sick. I love that show. Should I rewatch all that? Probably not, because it's freaking.
I just want to watch the
seven
episode where
seasons.
they bring Darth Maul back.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they just killed him off again
Okay.
in like a span of like one episode.
All right. People need to show some love for Darth Maul already.
We need to show some love for freaking what's his name? Venom. He was in Venom too. Carnage.
Carnage.
They need to show some love
Yeah.
for Carnage. They need to show some love for freaking Morbius. They need to show some love for Darth Maul. Show some love for who else? Who else died really quickly?
I mean, a lot of the villains like Count Dooku and General Grievous were made a crap ton of appearances in the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
So I might need to rewatch some of that show. 'Cause that was a really good show.
Yeah, it was.
But is there any other Star Wars news? I don't think so.
No, not since Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer came out, right?
Are they ever gonna come out with a new Star Wars movie?
Probably not. They've made a lot.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna make a new movie at some point, but
They're gonna make prequels, not like
I wonder
new
what
ones,
it's gonna
though.
be about.
They already released a new one, a new Star Wars trailer, but it
What?
wasn't a new one. It was like a prequel.
Buddy, I'm not keeping up with all these trailers. It's a
You need
movie,
to
not a
watch-
show.
What?
It's a movie, not a show.
It's called Star Wars Eclipse.
What are they gonna freaking prequel now?
I have no idea. I'm gonna be honest.
Dude, I want like a solo Darth Vader movie or something.
They need to make a solo Darth Vader movie, and
I want more.
eventually,
I want more Clone Wars live action.
yeah.
I was looking when I was rewatching all these movies. They're talking about all kinds of crap that they could use. Like there's all these different wars that happened and stuff.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff they can still make. Dude, you know what I think would be awesome?
What?
An Ewok solo movie.
Those things are so cool, but like they had no backstory. Like they were just little teddy bears that were in the middle
Exactly.
of the jungle.
We need a movie about them.
Yeah.
Maybe
That'd
just
be a
like
good one.
a one shot or something. I don't know. Oh, bro. I just remembered something cool that we could talk about.
What?
So, the dude who played the Riddler in Batman is writing his own comic book about the origin story of the Riddler.
Really?
That's what.
I bet he would know a lot.
Remember that cover we found when we were answering those riddles on
Yeah.
the website? That's the cover to the first issue.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what they were meaning by that.
Yeah. I'm psyched for that. too bad. There's no freaking comic book store for me to go to, dude.
That thing's
were-
gonna sell out quick.
We were driving back from a trip today. We went to this comic book store. There was so much crap in there. It was like a freaking maze. There was music. There was comics. It was kind of insane. I've like never seen more things in a store before. It was cool.
Dude, that freaking comic's gonna be so sick because he acted Riddler, so obviously he'll know.
See if he's a
lot
good
about
writer.
him. Yeah.
Well, broski. All right, I got another thing we can talk about. So,
We didn't talk about Well, actually, never mind. I was just gonna tell you that you need to watch Craven. You need to watch the
I
new
got a lot
Star
of
Wars
trailers.
trailer.
You
you
got a
need
lot
to
of trailers
watch-
to watch after this.
Yeah, and the Thor: Love and Thunder trailer. Oh, we need to talk about the freaking Stranger Things 4 trailer. Did you watch that?
Oh yeah, yeah, I did watch that.
Dude, I didn't really know it was happening,
Because I haven't
Totally
freaking
honest.
watched that show since the last season came out,
and it was like 2019.
dude. Yeah, I love the music to it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really even remember what happened in it.
At
Was
the
there
end,
any-
there was this freaking dude.
There was like demons and crap.
Yeah, I didn't really get that, but
Dude, they've got to be wrapping this up at some point. They're grown-ups now.
apparently they tweeted out that they're gonna make season 5 and then it's over.
Oh man,
They can't just keep bringing back the dude.
maybe introduce some new characters or something.
Yeah,
Like,
they
maybe-
introduced some new characters.
Maybe in this season they'll do some world building so they could like make some spin-off shows and movies.
Yeah,
They're definitely not just ending Stranger Things.
yeah, they're definitely gonna make a spinoff.
I got a feeling they're gonna introduce like a whole friggin' universe in this season.
Dude, this show came out in 2015. That's crazy.
I watched it when there was only like 2 seasons out. That's when I started watching it.
Yeah, that was 2015. They made 2.
It takes so freaking long to release a season.
I know, dude, but it's so good.
Yeah, I guess.
It's always good. It never disappoints.
Yeah.
I binge watched Stranger Things in 2 days. The whole dang 1, 2, 3 seasons. Because I started watching Stranger
Oh.
Things whenever season 3 came out.
Oh my god. Nice. I need
But
some,
yeah.
I need some new shows to watch. All the shows I'm
I
watching.
would get some new shows to watch if I had freaking Disney Plus.
Yeah. All the shows I'm watching just have episodes that come out every week. I can't just binge watch it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. All right,
What happened in
broski.
that trailer? Okay, no mind.
So a little bit of backstory to this. A couple years ago, back in 2019, for my birthday, I was super into Elton John. And so my parents got me Elton John tickets. But then the crap hit the fan and it got canceled for 2 years. But last night, bro, finally got to see him.
You did? That's why you were there?
Yes. That's why I wasn't answering any of your texts. I was watching Elton John.
Oh my god.
Dude, Elton John live is insane. Dude, like all the people that were playing in his band were freaking OGs from like his band back in like 1970.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, dude. That
Dang.
was been sick.
He sang all the hits like Benny and the Jets, Yell Big Road, Crocodile Rock. It was
Really?
sick. Yeah.
Dude.
It's so weird, like just seeing Elton John standing there like a regular person. It was like, oh, there he is, regular dude.
Dude. That must have been sick.
It
Bro,
was
you've been
not-
going to so many good concerts. I haven't been to one good concert.
Well, dude, we booked all these concerts years ago, but they keep getting canceled.
Dang, but
Like,
you go.
we're also getting to see Rage Against the Machine, which we booked last year. But it
Wait,
got
when are you
canceled
gonna see them?
in like a couple months. We literally we booked the concert. We booked Rage like a day, like 2 days before they were playing, and then they canceled it like 30 minutes after we booked the tickets. It was bad.
That sucks.
Yeah, but we're finally getting to see him. Elton John, he has not lost it. He's like 75 years old and he's still rocking.
Is his voice still the same?
Yeah, he did good. Surprisingly good for how old he is.
Where'd you see him?
In Columbia, South Carolina. It's pretty.
Dang.
In all the shows we've gone to see, we keep staying in the hood. But luckily we weren't this time. So we could walk there and walk back. We weren't staying in the ghetto.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was an awesome show. They had all these like these lights playing. There was a light show. It was awesome. Definitely worth it. Worth the
Were
wait.
there any other bands there?
No, just Elton.
Dang.
Dude, he would like get up from the piano and he like dropped something. He couldn't even bend down to pick it up. He had to like call people in to pick up his thing.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
But he can still belt it out. He played Rocket
Wait.
Man too.
Oh my bro. Did he like make other people sing it with him?
Yeah.
Damn.
When he played Crocodile Rock, everybody in the building was going la 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 la. It was awesome.
Dang. I can't even imagine that.
It's like I don't know, just so weird seeing all these famous people standing there like normal people. Like you watch videos of them and listen to the music your whole life, and then there we go, just normal guy.
I guess he is a normal dude. Until
think
he's
That's gotta Elton John. This was his farewell tour. I think he might be done after this.
really so dang, you got an opportunity of a lifetime. You got to see him before you retired or whatever.
Yeah, at the end he was like, "You guys, I'm 75 years old. I kind of just want to go hang out with my family now. I've been playing for 50 years."
Yeah.
Which makes sense,
He's 75.
dude. His first album came out in 1970.
What the heck, dude? Oh
That was 50 years ago.
my gosh. Dang, that was 50 years ago.
Yeah, he's old.
Bro, people born in 2015 are 7 years old now. Huh?
Dude, I can't wait to talk to people that didn't experience the pandemic. I'm gonna be like, it was so cold. The great toilet paper wars of 2020 raged on for months.
Rage on.
We had to wipe our butts with freaking hats.
Yeah, bro, we had or our hands.
We had to just use our hands. Then we had to eat the poop afterwards because we didn't have any food.
Yeah, we need to describe it like that.
Yep.
That'd be so funny.
When we're old, we're gonna be sitting
I
there
can
like,
show you some footage and then just get like an old Instagram clip of like two grandmas fighting.
it was like,
That'd be so funny.
yeah. We're gonna find that Instagram where they just post people fighting. We're gonna be like, what it was like every time we walked outside.
Yep. Every single time we walked outside, someone would be getting knocked out.
Dude,
For some
that
toilet paper.
freaking Instagram is so hilarious.
Dude, I think they posted a new one today.
Where are they getting all these videos of people fighting? I mean, I guess if you film somebody fighting, send it to them. If you ever get into a fight, send it to them or fail at something.
Yeah. Dude, I was like leaning back in my chair at my house. And then I leaned back so far that I just fell backwards in the chair. And it was so loud. It was at like midnight.
Bro,
Oh my god.
it's terrifying when you feel yourself falling back, but then you catch yourself.
Yeah.
Have you seen the videos of the dudes who are falling down and they're like, oh
My god. They're like, whoa.
pretty funny.
Yeah. Dude, the ones where they're like talking trash and then the dude just walks up and goes.
Those were the most hilarious. They're like, hey,
Like
bro,
they're
you wanna
just
be
sitting
with-"
there. It doesn't even look like they got punched. It just looked like it was like.
They just punch them and then they're on the ground. They're done for.
What?
Dude, there's some videos of people literally getting their freaking crap destroyed.
No, like they just go limp and just fall on the freaking ground.
I hope I'm never on that channel. Or if
Yeah.
I do, I hope I'm the person.
Avery fights are not that good, so I don't think they'll ever get be posted.
Do you watch them? Are there a lot of fights?
I mean, there's only been like a few, and they're like only freshmen.
Oh, you
so-
should video them. You never know what might happen.
They look like this. They're like freaking stupid.
Yeah.
All right, but I gotta wrap this up because I gotta go eat.
We have been
gotta go
recording
eat
for a
out.
while.
Yeah,
Well, bro.
that was a pretty good episode. You kind of just trash talk Morbius like a lot.
Okay, what's your rating of this movie before we go?
5 out of 10. 6 out of 10.
I'd say
6 out of 10.
I think 6 out of 10 is fair.
It's pretty mid, very
Yeah.
mid level tier.
Yeah, I say it wasn't really that good, but it wasn't terrible.
Yeah,
But all right.
there's some good qualities.
Yeah.
Bad, very, very much bad qualities, but
Yeah.
all right. Well, thank you for listening to episode 16 of the Cooptino podcast. I guess we'll see you in the next one.
Yep. See you.
All right, bye.